Be ready. Start. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a few words on the Governor's address this forenoon. The Governor has given us an idea of the various measures to be undertaken by government for the welfare of the people of this state. Many important subjects have not been included in it. Nevertheless, it contains information about a few schemes. I want to be brief in my speech. Let me first refer to the public distribution system. I think it is the duty of the government to supply all essential articles through fair price shops at cheap prices so that it may be helpful to the poor people, especially to those who are below the poverty line. No doubt the rich people can pay higher prices for these articles in the open market. The government should therefore take such steps as are necessary to supply all essential articles to the poor people at cheap prices through fair price shops. I am glad to know of the schemes introduced for the welfare of the Adi Dravidas. We all know how they have been suffering in the past. Nobody now seems to be sincere in helping them to come up in life. In spite of several years of independence, their conditions have not improved. Every party is interested in getting their votes, so they approach them just before the elections when they promise to do so many good things for them. But after the elections are over and they come to power, they completely forget those people. I am sorry that has been the practice for so long. This state of affairs should not continue. I would now like to refer to the lack of coordination among the various departments of the government. There is the Public Works Department, the Highways Department, and Electricity Department. For carrying out their respective works, each department digs the roads for laying pipes, cables, etc. After the work is over, they do not care to close the pits and make the road as it was before. So, the public and the users of vehicles are put to lot of travel. This is not a difficult matter. This does not require special skills if only there is proper coordination and if only they care for the convenience of the public, they can rectify this. It is a matter for great satisfaction that in recent years there is an increase in the number of universities started in this state. In this connection, I would like to point out that the mere increase in their number will not improve the quality of education. Such universities should be provided with the necessary infrastructure. They should have efficient professors, modern laboratories, libraries, etc. Moreover, they should have complete freedom to prescribe courses of study and evaluation of performance of the students. Only then the quality of education will improve. Mr. Chairman, the Chief Minister has recently introduced the budget. I am surprised that there are reports in the press that this budget is a budget without any fresh taxation proposals. I do not agree with this view because immediately after the present ministry took over the administration, they have imposed many taxes. Even a few days back, we passed the agricultural income tax bill. Before that, there was an increase in the bus tax and also in the tax on oils, sugar, and so on. So, it cannot be said that it is a budget without any fresh taxation. Though money may be necessary for development work, I am only concerned when I see taxes being imposed on agriculturists. There has been a great increase in the agricultural income tax. I am afraid it may curb the enthusiasm of the agriculturists and production may calm down. Even though we want to increase production, we see that the agriculturists are put to a lot of hardship. I am of the opinion that though the tax on dry land may go, there should be some more reduction in the tax levied on wetlands. I am not for complete abolition, lest it should interfere with the maintenance of records and the other work of the village officers. So far as production is concerned, I want to point out that the cost of production has gone up very much when compared to what it was in the past. I can speak with authority on this subject as a practical agriculturist. The cost has gone up many times due to increase in the cost of fertilizers, labor and other essentials. I hope Honorable Minister will consider the question and try to help the agriculturists as much as possible. Then, so far as loans are concerned, still it takes many months or even years for the loans to be disbursed and the ryots do not get them in time. There are many other difficulties coming in the way of the agriculturists. I am sure the government will pay sufficient attention to all these matters. Then, with regard to minor irrigation schemes, though much amount has been spent, still it should be possible for the government to spend more money to repair all the things thoroughly before the next monsoon sets in. Finally, the law and order situation is not encouraging. We find that many industries and agriculturists are put to a lot of hardship. The government must see that somehow or other production both in the industrial and agricultural sectors is stepped up. There is plenty of capital in our state, but capital is shy because the necessary help is not extended by the government. If this situation continues,